and I'm told the computer system basically turns stuff on and off, machine to machine. Is that right? Depending on what you need.
Yeah. So basically, the factory's kind of like, there's a lot of technology in there that automates lots of parts of manufacturing, so that so stuff is only made if it's been ordered, basically. Okay. I think that the report that came out today with the Ellen MacArthur Foundation is really, really good, because everybody knows, I think, that there's a lot of problems in fibres and textiles generally. And what the report does is it clarifies just how bad.
Well, there's a number of things I want to ask you about the report. Yeah. One is, what do you make of the findings? Only 1% of clothing is recycled into new clothes.
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
One of the things that I was listening to the report that Abby did just then, and I don't know if you noticed, but not one person said that the person they bought it from takes it back.
I noticed that.
Yeah, so none of the brands or retailers are taking responsibility for their own waste, and it's left to the charities or the recycling bin to kind of deal with the problem. And I think that's kind of what it's a problem, but it's also an amazing opportunity, because if you think about it, it costs a brand like us money to actually buy the material to make clothes from. And if we took the material back and reprocessed it into new clothes, we would actually save money, because we wouldn't have to pay for that material if we recovered it. But also at the same time, it would be good for the environment, because it wouldn't be going into waste streams and stuff. So one of the key findings, and I think one of the great contributions that Foundation is making to the discussion, is it's making people realise that actually it's an opportunity to not just save money, but make more efficient business models, as well as lowering the impact on the environment and society and stuff.
So, to conclude, because I feel this is a bit like when we were talking about packaging the other week, I feel as a consumer, you feel almost trapped in a system that you know isn't right, but somebody needs to do something about.
Yeah, totally.
And once again, here we are again. The manufacturers, unlike yourself, don't want to take stuff back.
Yep.
You take it to the charity shop, they may have to dump it. I mean, so does somebody further up the chain, like the Westminster or politicians or someone, have to say to manufacturers, you need to do something about it?
Oh, such a good question. And I think that one of the stats that stood out for me in the report was they said that that when you wash clothes, the microfiber plastics that go into the environment, this issue is like 16 times as bad as, remember that whole microbeads thing?
Yes. Well, I've just seen this in the paper today. As you were talking, I was just looking for this bit, because it says, as you're saying, actually washing stuff is putting plastics into the environment as well, because it's coming off in the wash.
Right. So it's actually a really complex problem, and I don't think that we can rely on politicians to solve the problem. I think that businesses have to take the lead, and it's actually what we've been trying to do, for example. I think the key thing is to recognise that it's not like a thing that is bad, that you have to say to businesses, hey, like, you have to take it back. I think what the Foundation report says is to businesses, hey, look, there's this massive opportunity hiding in plain sight, which is that consumers out there are throwing away this raw material that you use to make your products. So if you change the way that your supply chains are designed and change the systems of which you make clothes, for example, imagine if you tried to recover you said to consumers, hey, look, if you send this back to me when you're done with it, I'll give you some store credit off a new order.
Yeah,
and then what
good idea.
And then what you could do is you could use those materials to make the products again. So that's what we've been trying to do. We pay people in every Rapid product that we sell, inside the label, when you're done with it, you can scan it and send it back to us, and we'll pay people store credit to send it back. So I think what the point is we need to, everybody, all the stakeholders need to kind of try and find innovative solutions to kind of make the material around circle and go back to the manufacturer. And if you can crack that, you basically have solved a really big issue, but also everybody makes more money as well.
Mark, you are an inspiring person, but I think that. Can I ask you